We decided that now we've got all the issues with the supercharger sorted and the car's running really well, the next sensible option would be to upgrade the brakes. Anyone who's ever driven the E90 or the E92 M3 will know that the brakes really aren't the best, especially if you're doing track days. An issue I found out personally last time I took the car out of Donington. So before doing any more track days, we had to upgrade the stopping power to match the new going power. There's lots of options out there for this. Some of them are rather expensive and some of them are pretty difficult to get parts for. So I thought, let's look around for a more cost-effective solution. And if it works out to be okay, we can offer it to our customers who only do light track days and don't want to spend mega money on a full racing brake upgrade. We found a company online called Compbrakes who are offering a 6-piston kit which fits under the 18-inch wheels. Available in the UK, ready to go at £1,150 plus VAT. I managed to get one positive review after trolling through all the forums. It certainly doesn't seem like many people are running this kit, so we thought let's give it a go. The kit turned up pretty quickly and we got to work fitting it. Looks wise, admittedly, they didn't look as good as the bigger AP racing kits, and I wasn't expecting them to be, as they're less than half the price. If they worked better than stock, I would have been happy at this point. The issues with this kit started pretty much as soon as we opened the box. It was supposed to come with Hawk racing pads, and the kit they had supplied came with Mintex pads. I thought, okay, fair enough, maybe they changed the pad for a better performing pad, but I rang them up to confirm and they said that they struggled to get the Hawk pads and the Mintex were equally as good pad, and these guys are the experts, so let's give them the benefit of the doubt. So I thought, let's not knock them till we tried them, stick them on and give them a go. When fitting, we had to clean up a thread on the mounting bracket, but hey ho, they were cheap, so if that's the only issue, then happy days. The rest of the kit went together pretty nicely. Unfortunately, it wasn't the only issue. We ran the pads in as recommended on the road and then headed off to a track day at Blyton Park. Pretty much after the first session at Blyton, we started having issues. Yeah, these brakes are vibrating like fuck. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. What's wrong with them? We thought possibly the pads weren't much good for a track heavy on the brakes. And when we got back and stripped them down, we found this. It looks like the disc has got hot, it's expanded, and it's hitting on the caliper. And the brake pad's not contacting the disc fully. This kit is completely useless as a brake upgrade and it can't even do what the stock calipers managed. Obviously, we sent these pictures over to Compbrakes, who told us to send the kit back and said they'd never had an issue before. But considering the issue was down to a design fault, I thought, surely not. After a few days, we hadn't heard anything, so I did some chasing on the phone. The guy who deals with this stuff is never available, and when I rang, he was always ring back in 10 minutes, which I thought was a bit weird. Anyway, after a bit of back and forth, they eventually agreed to send out a bigger brake kit, which would normally be £200 more. They agreed to send Hawk pads this time, as advertised, and assured me that this kit fits under 18-inch wheels. So we got back to fitting them again, and the first impressions, they were bigger, they looked much better, but pretty much straight away we had brake judder when I pulled it out. I pulled it back in the workshop, and it turns out the front face of the disc was not running true, but the back face of the disc was fine.
You can see that everything spins freely, but the disc's moving.
There's a few bolts that were bent when we were taking them apart.
How bent this bolt is when it's going in. Undo it. Bent bolts on brand new brakes, nice.
And the retainers that hold the pads in were crazy tight.
And you can hear there's a lot of resistance there. And if I keep going, you can hear it's dragging, it's squeaking it.
At this point, it was clear that Compbrakes quality control was just not up to scratch. A lengthy message was sent along with lots of pictures and videos, but we heard nothing back. After managing to get through on the phone, they did eventually agree to sort the return postage and have them back. They received them back and then silence again. I sent another message, I rang a few times, but still no money back. Luckily, I'd used PayPal to pay for these, so I've set up a case and we're just awaiting the outcome. So to conclude, we tried the cheaper setup to see if it would be something that we'd be able to offer to our customers. But unfortunately, it's just another case of a company selling products that are untested and not fit for purpose. Now, looking at reviews online, it doesn't appear that I'm the first person to have issues with this company, and a video has been created to raise awareness for anyone thinking about experimenting with a cheaper option offered by Compbrakes. I think for now, we're just going to run the F80 brake setup and see how we get on with that. There will be a how-to video coming out soon to show you everything that you need to do if you're going to convert your E-Series M3 to the newer F-Series brakes. Just one last thing to add, we are off on a road trip this weekend doing a special review on the E90 M3. Now it's all finished, obviously minus the brakes. So if you want to see stuff like that, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for future episodes.